Yes, we've got more comedians coming up for you. Up next, doing a tight set is Lewis Saqueira.
Hi, everybody. I am Lewis Saqueira. For those of you that don't know me, hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to get to know you. I'm attempting a tight set. Now, I think before we dive into it, it would behoove us to define exactly what a tight set is, right? Because I think we need to set some expectation for what we're about to experience. So a tight set basically is, that's just parlance for you're doing a set. No fat. All hits. Everything amazing. Reliable laugh getters. So every joke I'm going to tell is going to be perfected in the laboratory of comedy to be optimum comedy. Maximum comedy is what we're about to experience. Now, before we get to this tight set, now I should also mention that I am not, this is challenging for me. I'm not known for performing comedy with little fat. Most of my comedy is very fat, right? It relies on digressions, tangents, thought experiments, and anecdotes. And really, it's the process of mystification that results in me coming up, doing my time, leaving, without ever having told a joke at all. That is what I've done for a decade now. That's what I like to do. So, ordinarily, for a 10-minute set, I will come to the stage with 1 to 2 jokes prepared. Today, I have prepared 10 jokes. Now, we'll be going through these jokes, and every time I complete a joke, I am going to use an app I have downloaded to ring a bell, which will signify the completion of a joke, and it sounds like this. You guys hear that? Sounds like that. That will signify the completion of a joke, and that is how we know we are in the middle of a tight set. So, all that said, how much time do I have left? 7.5 minutes. All right, 7.5 minutes and get through 10 jokes. So, here we go. I believe in me. I believe in all of us. And I would also like to acknowledge that we all are collectively the universe experiencing itself subjectively. And that the boundaries between my consciousness and your consciousness are illusory. Right? And that comedy is ultimately just like anything else. It's momentary, and we all die. So that was just one thing I really wanted to shout out before we got to the tight set. All right. So, all that said, here we go into the jokes. Doggy style. We have a fan. Doggy style is often referred to as a sex act. Not by me. For me, the term doggy style is more flexible and can be applied to more situations. For example, I believe that it is doggy style whenever I eat something that I found attached to my face. That is, I do that doggy style, folks. What is that? Did that come from my eyeball? Sure, I'll eat it. That's doggy style. All right. There you go. Tights, comedy. Now, I moonlight as we all got to make money, right? We all got to make money in this world. Everything that this world is a living world, and we turn it into that dead artifact that we call money, right? So we all got to make money, and I make money by moonlighting as a yoga instructor for depressed people. My signature pose, the downward facing spiral. That's tight. That is tight. My dad, growing up, I had a really bad relationship with my dad. And the reason for this is primarily, I mean, it's a lot of reasons, but one is that he was vitriolically racist. Now, I should say, he is no longer racist because now he is dead. But before he died, and up until the moment he died, he was very racist. All right. So what about this? I love this neighborhood. I'm a fan of this neighborhood. I used to live in that block over there. That block over there, I used to frequent that convenience store right over there, adjoining this building, that convenience store right over there. And in fact, I would appreciate it if no one in here told that guy that I am here, because every time he sees me, he yells at me. And it's not because I did anything wrong. He just thinks I'm a bad customer because I only go there every few months or so, and he yells at me for it. He's always like, what are you doing here? You only come here every few months. And the reason is because he always yells at me. And that's why I don't go there. So just don't tell him I'm here. That's a digression. That's not tight. That gets the cowbell. I get the cowbell for that one. Or the gong. Should we make it the gong? Someone screamed no. Why not? Why not the gong? For, what is that? Digressions? The digressions should get the gong, I think. So, I don't know. Oh, this neighborhood. There is, to my knowledge, at least there was, around 5 years ago, a store that was dedicated to eco-friendly baby supplies. Now, I thought that was funny because there is nothing as ecologically unfriendly as having a baby, right? Unless that baby is Al Gore, right? Our planet's champion. Now, let me navigate back to the bell. Turn up the volume. And here we go. There we go. That was another one. That's a joke. Maybe it's a flimsy joke. Maybe it doesn't make it into the tight 5. But this is the tight 10, folks. This is the tight 10. So it's not exactly the tight 5. I love Portland, Oregon. And like many people from Portland, Oregon, I'm not from Portland, Oregon. I'm from California. You booed. You booed me. How dare you? That's a rhetorical question. You don't have to say anything to it. You don't have to actually answer me, how dare you? But this is not a crowd work set, goddammit. This is a tight set. So we're going to be doing... what was I talking about? Why'd you boo me? I forgot. I said I'm from California. So, not only am I from California, folks, I am from Los Angeles, California, right? The seat of American and, by extension, pretty much all of culture, right? Right? All of culture, the seat of all of culture. I lived in Hollywood, California. That was my neighborhood I lived in. And I used to work in the movie business. I did. I saw you put on your glasses to better see me. That makes sense to me that you would do that. I worked in the movie business, specifically in concessions. That was my department. I dispensed the popcorn. I did it with alacrity and urgency. And people appreciated my services. That's another joke. There we go. All right. There we go. And then we can end with, I've got something that is so not tight. I've got 1 minute left. We made it through not even... like close to what I wanted to for the tight set. But this is pretty good for me. This is actually like, I'd say 6 times more punchlines than I'd ordinarily cover. I'd say at this point I have 30 seconds to wrap things up, to bring things to a close. So, all that said, I think I would like to end on this. The Beatles. Ugh. You guys hear about these guys? The Beatles? You hear about these Beatles? These Beatles have been performing music for 60 years. And it's been really riling me up. Like, because here's the thing about these Beatles, is that the Beatles have recently won an award for having the best website. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. As if they didn't have enough commendations and awards, right? Like, I'd tell you who could use an award for best website. Me. Right? But not Sir Paul McCartney. Can you imagine Sir Paul McCartney walking into a room and everybody's just like, oh my God, look at that over there. You see that guy over there? That guy that just walked in? That's Sir Paul McCartney from the Beatles.com. Holy shit. Such forward-thinking widgets. Just a moment, folks. Just a moment. I've got to enter my password. Give it up for Kristen and have a good rest of your show!
Give it up for Lewis Saqueira.